How's it going, everybody? It's time for another Mr. Poestyle video. What an overwhelming and crazy week it has been. I got up Monday morning for work, was sick, had a head cold, and that lasted. I still got a bit of a head cold, so bear with me here. Like I said, work 10-hour work days, an hour drive to and from work. I'm getting up at 3:40 in the morning. I'm not getting back till 5 p.m., a little after 5 p.m. in the evening. And then I got to do it all over again. So it makes it rough. I should be going to bed at like 8:30 at night for these shifts, to get a little bit of sleep. But instead, I don't. I stay up. I have dinner with my family when I get home. I talk with them for a while, and then when they scatter to do their own thing, I watch my favorite YouTubers out there, and that's my my TV for the night. So that's my fun. And then next thing I know, I'm looking at the clock, and I'm like, I'm gonna get 5 hours of sleep, and I know it's definitely not good for me. I've told you before, for the last year and a half, I've had some health problems that they haven't been able to figure out yet. I've been to see specialists, pulmonary, heart, been to see neurologist. They ran all the tests that they could. They did the scans of what little brain I have. They've done the EKGs. They've, everything. And nobody knows what's going on, why I get lightheaded sometimes, why the vision goes blurry sometimes. On top of that, I got the cold. I'm not sleeping. So it's been a crazy week. And then I get a call the other night, from DKOG73. Check out his channel if you haven't already. I've been watching him for quite a while, and we really connect. And hey, 73, he was born in 73, the same as me. And he told me he had a premiere coming up that I was going to want to watch. And I really did want to watch it. We've traded information in the past. He had my phone number. He lives in California. I live in Pennsylvania, so there's a 3-hour time difference there. So that makes it rough, because when I'm thinking about going to bed, he's probably just getting home, just getting ready to wind down and have dinner. He's not ready for bed yet. And he's uploading his videos when I should have been asleep for 4 or 5 hours already. So that makes it tough. And I tried so hard that night whenever he was doing that premiere video. And if you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about. It was crazy. It was friggin' crazy. But he called me and he talked to me, and he said he knows that Popeye is my favorite home console. I have a whole video on that back there somewhere in my archives. If I were brilliant enough, I could say, hey, I'm going to put a little badge here and it'll be there for you. But I've never really looked into how to do that kind of stuff. I'm just tired all the time from working in life, So one day maybe I'll get the technology for all of that stuff too. But he was going to play Popeye, and he said, I need you to check out this video. And he called me a few times. I'm trying to get it uploaded. I'm doing this and that. He got another call. The man is so busy. But what a great guy. And he introduced me to so many other great YouTubers in the retro family. And they really are the retro family now, Through talking to him, I met several other YouTubers, and I watch their channels now too. So now there's really no time in the day. I'm seeing all these uploads come in while I'm at work and stuff, on my breaks and stuff. And I work at a steel mill, so even the break rooms can get loud. The steel mill itself on the floor is very loud. You can't really hear anything to watch a video or anything like that. So what I was trying to say is DKOG73 is the man. I'm sorry, I'm really tired right now. I just need some NyQuil and my pillow. Cold side of the pillow would be great right about now. And he introduced me to Retro Arcade Music Man, another great dude. And when he comes on live, I want to watch his stuff. And I happened to see the notification at a red light the other day coming home that he was on live playing Ice Climber. So I put that over the Bluetooth and I listened to him play Ice Climber the whole way home. That was entertainment. Next thing you know, my hour-long trip felt like it was 5 minutes. So that was pretty cool. But then in the video, I didn't get to see it until the next day. And he's sending me the Pandora DX3000. And I was just like, I could not believe it. So overwhelmed. I don't have MAME or on anything. I don't have any arcade cabinets. My video game journey was resparked, rekindled at a time when I was locked out. I belonged to a union. The company that I worked for locked us out during contract disputes. We didn't go on strike at that time. We were locked out. You're not allowed in here anymore. So we were on picket lines. And I started thinking about building an arcade cabinet. And I started watching YouTubers. And all of a sudden, I'm watching things about video games like crazy. And at the time, my parents had come around and gave me my old Atari 2600 that belonged to me, my two older brothers, and my older sister. They actually went in order, oldest to youngest, and asked all of them if they wanted it, and they didn't. And they asked me, and I said, yes, I'll take that back. I already had my NES from my childhood and all my games of that. So I started playing games and introducing my son, he was pretty young at the time, and my daughter to those old games. And then I started collecting more. Instead of building a cabinet, I started buying consoles that I didn't have. Odyssey 2, Intellivision, ColecoVision, Fairchild, Channel F. I got a GameCube. I got an N64 because at that time I was a PlayStation guy. Just a ton of systems. Did I say the 5200? My best friend gave me 2 Atari 7800s, a bunch of games, and then I just started buying games for everything. Controllers, you name it, all kinds of things. And that's kind of what re-sparked that, and I started buying the Popeye ports for all the systems that I didn't have, from the Odyssey 2, you know, to the 5200, the ColecoVision. I had it for NES already in the 2600. I ended up buying the board game based on the arcade game, the card game based on the arcade game. That's all in my Popeye video somewheres. And so DKOG73 knew that I loved Popeye. He asked me at one point if I had any kind of arcade or any way to play MAME. And really, our home computer is an all-in-one computer. And it's just very basic, very simple. I bought it for my wife at the time. I think it was even Windows 8 at the time. It's now Windows 10 upgrade. She was using it for billing type of stuff and this and that. She, at the time, refused to get a smartphone. Now she has a smartphone. She fell in love with the smartphones, playing with mine and my daughters and whatever. So, but that computer, I never tried to put anything more on it. It's just a very basic computer. So I don't have MAME. I don't have a cabinet. I don't have an arcade 1-up 2 mod or anything like that. He asked me if I had anything like that. I said no. And all of a sudden, he's sending me this thing, and I could not be more grateful. And he wants me and my son to have a great time with it, and I guarantee you, brother, we're going to have an excellent time with this thing. And I was trying to look for a list of games, classic games, and it's just, it really touched me that you would do that for us. You're a great, great person, and your wife is a great, great person. They called me again. I had talked to them again on the night of their other drawing. They called to talk to me just an hour or two before they did the Amazon card drawing about everything, to see how I was doing. And we started talking, and he was talking about our connection. You know, not only were we born the same year and we loved the same stuff and And the Goonies, we loved the Goonies. We loved Popeye movie. And then we started talking, and I don't know, we were giving more personal information. I talked about how I married my wife in '96. And he was talking to me with Kimber Time, his wife. And they got married just the year before that. And we're just talking about how like a lot of marriages don't last that long. They don't even, people don't try. And it's just funny, kindred spirits, whatever you want to call it. Twilight Zone, like he said. Maybe it was Outer Limits. I think it was Twilight Zone. It's just kind of weird that you meet somebody you never knew. 48 years old, you meet somebody on the other side of the country that has so much in common with you. And I appreciate you, dude. I love you. I thank you so much for this. And then, he sends this thing to me for free, and then he sends me the tracking information, and he tells me it's going to be here before Christmas, and that's just awesome. We're going to set it up. We're going to play some great games. Thank you. 100%. Because it has been a rough year. My best friend passed away in a car accident in August. 2.5 years ago, another one of my best buddies passed away. And I've had other friends. They weren't my best friends, but good friends. And it just seemed like everything was such a downer. And with my health issues, I think really the last 3 years have been crazy with that. Just really a lot of depressing stuff happening. But I am loved by my family. I started this channel because my son urged me to start this channel a while back, a few years back, because we were collecting so many games. And I just didn't do it at the time. And then about a year ago, I finally did. About a year ago, I was laid off from work, and I had time, and I had some cool stuff. And I said, let's start a channel. I'm going to start a channel. I intended to start this channel to have my son as the co-host or the host when I wasn't going to be on. But he maybe did one video on screen with me, and he doesn't want to do that, But he checks out all of these videos. He subscribes to me. He subscribes to me. My boy, he's the greatest. My daughter, she subscribes to me. She's the greatest. They were my little video game buddies back in the day, and they still are. Actually, I just got an email from Nintendo the other day saying that our most played game on the Nintendo Switch of this year is the new Super Mario Party. And really, that game it's a fun game, don't get me wrong. It seems a little tedious. I have very limited time. These games can go on forever, but every night, if they're at home, they're saying, hey, Dad, let's play some Mario Party. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Whenever this thing hits me with a lightheadedness, sometimes I get like a blurred vision, like a dizziness, and bright lights mess with me. But I talked a lot about personal stuff here. I'm already over 13 minutes in. I didn't mean to do that. What I really wanted to do was talk about, I got a boxed copy of Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Box copy. Now, the Nintendo that I got back in Christmas of what was it, guys? 86. This came in it. It was the stripped down version. It didn't come with Duck Hunting the gun. It didn't come with Gyromite or Rob the robot. It came with this. And I'm not one to collect box copies of anything. I'm not a WATA guy, but I respect people that collect box copies. They want box copies, that's fine. A lot of people get bent out of shape. You're not a collector if you don't do this. You're not a collector if you don't do that. I have no place to really display this. There's nobody that's going to see it. There's nobody that comes over to our house. Maybe a couple times a year, some family for a holiday, this or that. There's nobody to impress by displaying it. I collect games to play them. I want to play them. I want to have them there just to pull them out. I don't want to mess up anything that's pristine in a box. But guess what? Mario Bros. Super Mario Brothers. In a box. Okay. I'm full of crap. It's the Cartridge Canteen. You might be asking yourself, why did I get this? Okay, I don't know why I got this. Am I going to use this? I'm not going to drink out of it. I don't walk around with Jack Daniels to have with me at a moment's notice. It's just here. I saw it. I do believe I saw it a while back on something. Somebody posted it in one of the Facebook groups recently, and Amazon had them on sale. It is a Mario Brothers canteen, and or it's a flask. All right, put your booze in it. I was gonna do a whole skit about this. I had it all like an infomercial type of thing. Man, let's just do it this way. We got a Nintendo sleeve. Actually, that's nice and shiny. That's nice and shiny. Maybe I'll use it for a real Nintendo game. This is our cartridge. Mario Brothers. Nintendo seal of chittiness. It almost looks real, but yeah, it don't look real. Look at that bottom. That ain't a real bottom. But Nintendo licensed anyway. And that's what it is. It's a little flask. Remember the part that you pull out to get it out of your game system? Poop! That's a cork. These have been out for a while. I think about 4 years now. You dump your drinky in there. It also comes with a straw and a funnel to dump your favorite whiskeys in there. I'm sorry, your High C Ecto Cooler. There's your straw. Somewhere in here, there's a little baby funnel, okay? It's not shaking out right now. There's a little tiny funnel. And you dump it in the hole. And then if you can't control yourself, you walk around drinking out of it. Although I don't know what how drunk you're going to get off of 4 ounces. You might need a whole video game canteen collection with you to get drunk enough to face the day's problems. That is a pretty cool sleeve. Well, there it is. Yeah, I had this whole thing planned where I was going to pretend that, or do like an infomercial where I was having a bad day, and I was going to say, you know, you already blow your cartridge. Why not suck it? That's a little too much. A little too much. But you can get these off of Amazon, and it was on sale when I got it. I want to say it was around 17 bucks. I'm buying too much stuff nowadays online, especially from Amazon and or eBay, so I don't remember the exact price. But there you have it, and I know they have a Legend of Zelda one. You know what else they have? You're not going to believe this. I mean, how obscure is this? They have a Fester's Quest one. Bull! It's not really. That's my real copy of Fester's Quest from when I was a teenager. Uncle Fester. I've rambled on and rambled on long enough here. But yeah, this is a thing. This is the Super Mario Brothers canteen. Drink her up. And tell me what you think down below. I know Retro Arcade Music Man is probably going to tell me in one of his live videos, get rid of that junk. Sell it on eBay. That's what he said about my little baby Atari and my other little TV system. Speaking of Retro Arcade Music Man, what about this? You know who this is? This is Thomas. Well, that's Jason from Friday the 13th. It's just a weird shirt. Kung Fu on the NES. Kung Fu Master. Have you ever done that video game yet? Have you? I don't know. If you haven't, do Kung Fu Master for us. I would watch the hell out of that. And while you're at it, do the sequel, Vigilante. But thanks again to DKOG73. I really appreciate it. That Pandora is going to be friggin' sweet. Everybody else, if you're happy and you know it, and you game and you drink, get you a canteen. And hopefully we'll see you on the next video. Later. Nacho, come here, Nacho. No biting. No bite. Ooh, no biting. Oh, Nacho, stop.